How do you explain whole life insurance to a prospect without having them close their ears and walk out of the room? Well, there's a lot of people that don't understand how to do that, and as a result, they will clear a room in 10 seconds. That's not what I do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about the things that it can do, knowing darn well what the end of the story looks like. I know what that end vision looks like. They don't have a clue. So I'm going to talk about the power of collateral. I'm going to talk about how to use the tax code in two different areas where I can earn tax-exempt tax deductions, where I can use money from a source that's not going to be taxed to pay for an expense that's 100% deductible. I'm going to talk about things that can happen by using life insurance without calling it life insurance. And then when they find out that they're very curious about this, depending upon the situation, I'll ask them, do you have any idea what I'm talking about? Now here's where we lose a lot of people. They'll immediately go into, well, it's trash value life insurance. It's this wonderful product called whole life. No, what I do when someone asks me that, I say, this is a conversation about how collateral works. And if I could share with you how you could build accounts and never spend it, build accounts and keep all of that cash right close to your chest, never spend it. However, use it as collateral to go out and borrow somebody else's money and not file tax returns. And then upon your death, have all the money to pay those loans back and the IRS gets nothing. That's the definition of how life insurance works. You don't have to die to benefit unless you're owning term insurance. But even term insurance has a place. Term insurance is a wonderful product, but it's temporary. It is priced to expire before you do. Now let me say that again. It is priced so that on the day you die, it's not in force. Because if it was in force, you'd be paying a lot more for insurance. And when you apply for insurance, they get all of the medical data, all of the statistical analysis. They're thinking you're going to die late, and you're buying term to die soon. If you really think what type of product is going to be in force on the day you die, 1 to 2% of term insurance policies are in force on the day you die. 1 to 2%, and it's leaning more toward 1 than 2%. Save your money. Understand how wealth works. Understand the benefits of how whole life works. Understand the conversation about how collateral works. And when you put all those together, you'll sell all the whole life insurance you can think of, but they're not buying whole life. They're buying collateral with a death benefit. Sure hope this helps. If you want to learn more about how wealth works, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and like our Facebook page, Tom Love, How Wealth Really Works.